Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, November 22nd, 2016. 2 days until Thanksgiving and 3 days until it's socially acceptable to listen to Christmas music or turn on your lights. This friendly reminder of Christmas decorum and today's news brought to you by me, Scott Levin, for all Western New York. Partly sunny today in Buffalo and Rochester with highs in the mid to upper 30s and lows in the mid to upper 20s. Tomorrow, a chance of rain in both metro areas with highs in the mid 30s. Let's do the news. Erie County legislator Pat Burke has introduced a ban on the controversial conversion therapy, a purported method of changing the sexual orientation of a minor from homosexual to heterosexual, which has reportedly been supported by Vice President-elect Mike Pence. Burke's bill puts in a not-so-subtle dig at VP-elect Pence. It's called the Prevention of Emotional Neglect and Childhood Endangerment, PENCE. Winter parking regulations along bus routes in the city of Buffalo go into effect today, meaning no parking on bus routes between the hours of 1:30 a.m. and 7 a.m. Typically, winter regulations on bus routes go into place on November 15th to allow for overnight plowing as needed. However, they were put off for a week due to the absence of snow. Buffalo police accidentally ticketed some people for violating the winter parking rules on Sunday, despite the ban having been delayed. Those tickets will be voided. I know I just said the holidays don't start until Friday, but it's never too early to plan. So here's a list of holiday happenings this weekend. Photos with Santa are already happening at the Boulevard Mall, McKinley Mall, and Walden Galleria. So is the nightly Festival of Lights at Fatima Shrine. The Festival of Lights at the Hamburg Fairgrounds begins Friday evening, as does Santa's regular appearances at Kelly's Country Store on Grand Island and open skating at Canalside. Saturday, Santa visits Kenmore and the Broadway Market, while Lockport and Lancaster have their annual Light Up celebrations. And you can have lunch with the big guy at the Herschel Carousel Factory Museum. There are more events in the coming weeks and details about all of them at allwesternnewyorknews.com. Maybe you don't want to do Christmas. You'd rather run away, say to Florida. A pair of discount airlines are offering new direct routes from Niagara Falls to Florida. Allegiant Airlines offers non-stop service to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 2 times a week. The airline had already offered service to Orlando, Fort Myers, and Tampa. Meanwhile, Spirit Airlines has also added a new Niagara Falls to Florida route, opening a direct daily flight to Orlando last week. Spirit already flew a daily direct route to Fort Lauderdale. Police news. A 26-year-old male is confirmed dead as the result of a late-night shooting in Buffalo. Police have not released the victim's name. He was reportedly shot in the 100 block of Victoria Avenue around 10:20 p.m. Monday. BPD also reports that they're looking for information about a second shooting on Monday that left a 20-year-old man with serious injuries. The shooting, which is not believed to be related, happened around 1:30 p.m. Monday on Clayton Street. Anyone with information on either shooting is asked to call or text the department's confidential tip call line at 716-847-2255. In Cheektowaga, police are asking for the public's help in identifying a woman they believe may have scammed her way into possessing 3 iPhones. According to police, the woman, described as a Hispanic female in her early 20s, possibly used a forged license and passport to access a victim's cell phone account and purchased the 3 iPhones from a local store. There's a really bad photo of her at allwesternnewyorknews.com. 28-year-old Wayne Gath of Fillmore was charged Monday with second-degree criminal contempt. According to New York State Police, an order of protection prevents him from having guns, but Child Protective Services found 3 at his home. Police confirmed CPS's findings and charged him. 36-year-old Erin Clothier of Wheatfield was charged with drugged driving with her 6-year-old in the car. Police say she was responsible for an accident around 5:13 p.m. Monday on Niagara Falls Boulevard in Wheatfield, from which she fled. And then they caught up with her. They determined her to be driving while ability impaired by drugs. She also faces child endangerment charges, vehicle, and traffic violations. 28-year-old Jerome Tallington of Buffalo, who was convicted as part of a prison cocaine ring, will serve 21 months in prison of his own. Prosecutors say he sold drugs to a woman who gave them to her husband, an inmate at Attica. The inmate then sold the drugs inside. No word on what the going rate for prison heroin is. 40-year-old Tyrone Pennick of Amherst and 30-year-old Geneva Smith of Buffalo have been charged with conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute cocaine. The charge carries a minimum penalty of 5 years in prison and a maximum of 40. Prosecutors say they caught Smith leaving Pennick's residence with cocaine. They later found cocaine and nearly $50,000 cash in Pennick's dishwasher. Sports. The Buffalo Sabres scored 4 goals in a game for the first time in 16 games, beating the Calgary Flames 4-2 at KeyBank Center. Sabres goals scored by Kyle Okposo, Evander Kane, Matt Molson, and Marcus Foligno. The Sabres play again Wednesday when the Detroit Red Wings visit KeyBank Center. Death notices. Michael Aaron Harvey died Friday at the age of 36, and Micah Elliott Fredenberg died Friday. He was just 49 days old. There's a steering committee planned for 6:30 p.m. at the Adam Mikowitz Library and Dramatic Circle to discuss the potential of having Buffalo's new train station at the Central Terminal. Organizers ask the public to please spread the word. More information can be learned by calling 716-479-2342. Once it is socially acceptable to play Christmas music, we're going to play some on All Western New York Radio. Beginning Friday, we'll devote an hour to Christmas music every night from 8 to 9 p.m. But we'll need more local Christmas music to do that. Fans, send us your songs. Visit allwesternnewyorkradio.com for more details. For All Western New York News and Radio, I'm Scott Leffler. Have a great day.